And we back. Y'all, it's time to accept a rebuilding challenge from the Swiss Doctor. Listen, I like to consider myself a rebuilding specialist, and in today's video, I'm rebuilding the team and getting nothing but specialists. Now, we'll go one by one once we cross that bridge, but we need a sniper, crasher, scorer, clamper, swatter, disher, jammer, dasher, jumper, and I get a little biased. You know, one of my favorite players. Should be a lot of fun. I love these rebuilding challenges where like each one of my trades has to fit a requirement. It just makes things a little bit more difficult and a little bit more fun. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. We're on the road to 1 million. Yeah, 1 million. Road to 1 million. If you don't know this, you probably don't follow me on Twitter. 2K has admitted that they will not be fixing start today in NBA 2K21 next gen. So, you know, we in this community catch another L by the hands of 2K, but you know we gonna make the most of what we got now. But man, 2K, be better. Are we ready for greatness, man? I'm gonna randomly select our team like we always do. I'm stopping now. Running with the Trailblazers in today's video, so let me select all, and we'll see what number pick the Trail. We had the 3rd overall pick, y'all. 3rd overall pick. Y'all ready for this? Okay. I'm excited for this one. So let's think about it now. Our first trade has to be a sniper. Make it splash. This player must have a 85 3-point rating. 85 3-point rating. Okay. First of all, let's use on our... We have James Harden. Huh. Won't you look at that? James Harden, Tyler Hero. We have Andrew Wiggins, Dwight Howard, Jackson Hayes, Bismack Biyombo, Shake Melton, Chandler Hutchison, Cameron Payne, Nico Melli, Luka. Okay, so I used to always call him Samanich, but that's completely wrong. I was watching a Spurs game recently, and they pronounced his name the right way. He wasn't actually playing, but I guess it was his birthday, so happy birthday to the guy. But now I can't remember what it was. According to this, it is Luka Shaw-Manich. Shaw-Manich. Got it. I got it. Luka Shaw-Manich. Dang it. Okay, Luka Shaw-Manich. Got it. I'm gonna forget it. I guess it ain't super relevant because you'll probably get traded. Okay, so our first person is our sniper. Let's be honest with each other. I have James Harden on my team, and James Harden can fit as our sniper because it said have an 85 overall 3. Well, you know he gonna have higher than that because he's James Harden. So he has an 87. We cool there. Next, we need a crasher. Boardman gets paid. This player must have an 80 rebound. Okay, based on right now, I bet Dwight Howard has an 80 rebound, and this doesn't even tell me if it means offensive rebound, defensive rebound. I guess we could just go with the flow with it. I bet he fits it technically. He does fit it technically. But nah, I want to get a nice, amazing rebounder that's like our second, third option on the team. So I got Tyler Hero as a trade piece at 20 years old. I don't know what our trades or our draft picks are worth. 2.5 star ain't that great. Tyler Hero could be 3.5 star. I guess it varies per team. But who is my rebounding beast? With challenges like this, what I like to do sometimes is go through here. This navigation screen is still bad for me. And then I go to rebounding, and I say I need a person that's A- or better. Yes, sir. I need a person that's A- or better. Okay, who's the guy? Who's our 80-plus rebound guy? Can we somehow turn Tyler Hero to Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid's offensive rebounds low. But if you average the two out, it's over 80, right? Mathematics, hold on. 74 plus 95 divided by 2. Oh, I divided it by 4. Divided by 2 is 84, and they said I need an 80. Okay, so yeah, yes. Welcome. I said welcome to the team like I already got the trade done. Okay, so let's try to figure this out. That doesn't have us trading away James Harden. Tyler Hero's only 3-star value for them. That's kind of tough. I'll give you Wiggins as well, though. That's a good trade package, man. Wiggins has so much left in the tank. I'll give you Theo, too, and Theo is a bucket if you did not know. Give us back your worst player. In this case, it is it DeLon Wright? 1-star value, DeLon Wright. Okay. All right, and now we fill it up with draft picks. 2 draft picks, and we got a deal. How did I know that? 2 draft picks, and we got a deal. That is our crasher. The next guy has to be our scorer. Bonafide buckets. This player must have an 80 shot tendency and average over 20. Oh, I think that's going to be our James Harden, actually. I'm changing James Harden from our sniper to our scorer because y'all know he is a scorer. So let me go trade for an actual sniper, which is a 3-point rating over 85. Okay, back here, go down to the 3-point rating, and let's say 85 got to be like A or better, right? 90, 87, yeah, so this is the realm we want to be in. Now, it just says sniper. It don't mean that this guy has to be one of our top guys. You know, we could go really, really cheap with it. We can go into free agency if we really wanted to. Derek Walton. Y'all remember when Derek Walton was balling last season? Because I remember that. I mean, balling. I don't even know what that means. How many did he average last year? That whopping 2? Woo! But that 3-point percentage was real. 2K gave him a high 3-point. Okay, so yeah, we can work our way around this. When it comes to sniper, I'm thinking of a guy like Duncan Robinson, $1 million a year, probably easy to trade for. They want Bismack Biyombo, and they'll give us a pick. I don't even need to see the other one. So we have our sniper and Duncan Robinson. We have our crasher and Joel Embiid, and we have our scorer with James Harden. He's going to have a high shot tendency. They say 85. He's going to have more than 85. He has 99. And then he averaged over 20, obviously, with him averaging 35, 34, 36. Jeez, that's crazy. He's not averaging that much so far this season because he wants to get traded. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going that hard every single game. The next one is our Clamper. Defense wins championships. This player must be a perimeter defense of over 80 and average 1 steal per game last season. Okay, so with my Clamper, I'm thinking either he has to be a point guard or a small forward because we have James Harden at the shooting guard. And honestly, I think Duncan may start at the small forward for us, depending on what the rest of these things say. So maybe my point guard should be our Clamper. And if that's the case, there's guys like Patrick Beverly that come to mind immediately. But I don't really want to do that. I mean, it would be the easy route. It says perimeter defense of an 80. Okay, so point guards with perimeter defense of 80s. Okay, so like DeJounte Murray's a prime guy. I like the idea of DeJounte Murray. Okay, DeJounte Murray, he's better than Patrick Beverly, and he's different. Patrick Beverly don't really put up that many stats. I know for sure DeJounte in real life is having an amazing season so far. He's averaging like 16, 7, and 7 or something crazy. So I think DeJounte's my guy, unless the Drew Holiday thing, they want Joel, so that ain't happening. Ben Simmons, they'll probably want Joel or nothing. Chris Paul, they want Joel, which again doesn't make sense. I mean, they was trying to give us P. Will, and P. Will's that guy. But okay, trade finder for DeJounte Murray has us giving up Jackson Hayes. I would rather give up Dwight Howard than Jackson Hayes, even though Jackson Hayes is a low overall, but you know the youth of that. And I'll give you the 34-year-old Dwight Howard for my new point guard. Get that defense in here. So right now we have 4 out of our 10-man rotation, okay? So the next guy is the swatter. Not in my paint. This player must have a block over 80 and must average 1 block per game. Oh, did DeJounte average a steal? He did. Whoo, I forgot that. So this guy has to average at least a block a game last season and have a block rating of over an 80. Okay, I'll just do it this way. This way probably is a little bit easier. Go over to the blocks. And you know what? This is one I ain't really tripping about. It has to be over an 80, right? And average 1 block per game. Mo Bamba fits that technically. He's not very good. I'll add him to the target list. Like, he averaged the block. I know he averaged at least the block. It's the Sam Whiteside. Does he make another appearance? JaVale McGee averaged over a block. So we got like cheap options. That's what I'm looking for right now for this one. I don't need to go balls to the wall for this one. Daniel Gafford didn't average a block. He did average a block a game off the bench. Look at his per 36 blocks. 3. Sheesh. Do your thing, man. Chris Boucher, 2. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got a lot of options that are relatively cheap. JaVale McGee, welcome to the team. Now, this is not going to be a guy that starts for us, but we have the requirement of JaVale McGee. And at a 78, he's a rotational player here. He can win. He already has championship DNA. He has proven it time after time after time. That's 1, 2, 3 of those things. Think about where JaVale McGee was when he was in Washington, when he was like going on fast breaks by himself and trying to take off from the free throw line and missing. He was Shaq and the Fool MVP 1,000 times, and now he's a respected 3-time champion. It's crazy. Our next guy is our disher. We're dropping dimes. This player must have a pass IQ of 85 and must average at least 7 assists. Ooh, okay. All right, so right now we have trade pieces like Jackson Hayes. We have trade pieces like Shake Milton, Cameron Payne. So we can make this happen. Pass IQ was the next one. Over 85. Okay. All right. Average at least 7 assists per game, too. Like, I don't know. Did Malcolm Brogdon average 7 last year? He averaged 7. Oh, almost exactly 7. I'll add him to the list. He's a little bit more expensive probably than I have to give, but possible. Draymond definitely didn't average that. Russell Westbrook did, but he's super expensive. Almost Spencer. Ooh, Spencer could have been a perfect player. Monte's not gonna have that because he was coming off the bench. Oh, this is actually tough. He didn't give us a lot to work with. He definitely did give us a lot to work with. Like Lonzo Ball is a guy. Jeremy Grant has a high pass IQ. But we know he ain't averaged 7 assists because he didn't even play last season. Ricky Rubio is probably going to be the guy. He averaged 9 assists per game, basically. Everybody else here doesn't really meet the requirements. Devontae Graham does. Okay, Devontae plays for the Warriors. I'm going to get Mo Bamba and them off of here because we don't need them. But these are all options plus the Warriors having Devontae Graham. So our 4 options here, Malcolm Brogdon is like prime number 1. I'll try to go trade for him first, but with him being a 3.5 star value player and him having an 86 overall at this point, trading for him is probably not going to happen. Jackson Hayes and DeJounte Murray, we can't trade DeJounte, but the Jackson Hayes piece is interesting. You know, we need to make up 11 million. Do we have that in bad contracts? We don't. What hurts us is this 41 million plus the 30 million in Joel Embiid. So Malcolm Brogdon is off the table. We need to go cheap. And Vontae and Lonzo kind of fit that. We already made a trade with this team earlier, though. This was Joel Embiid's team. They have all of the pieces that we need. Jackson Hayes and JaVale McGee can't do that. They want to give us back Theo. We can't do that. We need to make up 1 million. We can do that. We can make up 1 million. We will give you Nico Melli, and you give us back your cheapest player. In this case, it's KZ Okpala. And then now we got picks, right? For Lonzo, shouldn't have to take that many picks, right? Just 2? Thank you. Lonzo Ball is coming off our bench. He is going to be our 6th man, and he is our disher. Let me see. Let me just make sure. 7 assists. Exactly 7 assists, y'all. Don't jump. This player must have either a driving dunk or standing dunk of 85. Okay, so we're looking for a guard, most likely, / small forward. One of my wing players. Luka Samanic. Oh, no, I said it wrong. Sean Minich. That was 7 minutes ago, and I already forgot. He's our starting power forward. So how about we address that with our power forward? They need to have a standing dunk or a driving dunk of 85. Let's go get somebody that can really dunk for our power forward position or something. But 85. And they have to be cheap, too. John Collins is cheap. I don't know if I have the assets to get John Collins, but he would be a cheap power forward. I mean, Boogie would be a cheap power forward. I just switch his positions, you know. So there are some good players here that we can see running our forward position. Turns out there are a ton of players with a standing dunk of 85, and then it goes from 85, 83 to now a bunch of 80s. It's okay. It's a weird system you have there. There's no just a weird system. That's all I'm saying. Some of the players we added to the list: John Collins, DeMarcus Cousins, Julius Randle, and Derrick Jones Jr. as a cheap option. Sign some players in free agency for the good old signing and swapping them out for other player. You know, get us some centers and then turn those centers into power forwards, and then we flip those power forwards. You know the drill around here. I just need a little bit more assets. That's all. I need a little bit more assets for a potential John Collins trade. Alex Caruso on the first? Sure. Is it a 1-star first? It is, but a first is a first at the end of the day, right? We throw Luke Cornett in that as well. Can we get a first-round pick for Luke Cornett? I highly doubt it. But I've seen crazy things happen in these videos. We give a second. We get a first. There it is. Straight up first-round pick. Okay. So now we need to go talk to the Magic about John Collins. We got 2 extra picks to throw in there. And I think they'll say yes, man. People want picks around here. He's only making $4 million, which is beautiful. We'll throw you Luka. And then now we just tack on the Grizzlies pick we just got. We tack on our own pick that we got. We tack on. Did I not get more than 1 pick? That Knicks pick was a second rounder, yo. I thought I got a first. It was a second rounder. I'm a bot. I'm bad at this. I thought I was a superior rebuilder, and I'm already fumbling the bag. I just fumbled it. Okay, I mean, I gave up a lot to get John Collins on the team. And I did fumble the previous trade, thinking I was getting the first one. I really got a second. But our starting lineup is starting to look good. We got our jammer. We only need 3 players left. You can't keep up. This player must have a speed of 85. Okay, I got a couple players in mind. But we need a cheap option because our starting lineup is set. So we look at like bench players at this point. And when I'm thinking about speed, honestly, a name that immediately came to mind was like De'Aaron Fox, obviously. But you know who else? Ish Smith. Wait, I went to the wrong thing. I want to show y'all Ish Smith. Ish Smith probably has if his speed ain't at least an 85, 2K is really bugging, man. Okay. Josh Okogie's speed is that high? I did not know he had the wheels like that. All right. Where's Ish Smith? Where's Ish Smith? Okay, he's an 88. He's making $6 million. Nope. I thought you would be making less money than that. Josh Okogie at 2.7 seems good. We could literally sign Zaire Smith if we wanted to. Lonnie Walker, as I'm recording this video, Lonnie Walker's in the process of having a really good game. So that's interesting. We got a lot of options, but I'm mostly looking for cheap players. Gary Trent for Cameron Payne. Now, in this, it does say 85 speed and acceleration, and Gary Trent does fit both. Where's his speed with ball is not that high, but where's his speed? Come on. 85 speed, 86 speed, 87 acceleration. So he fits the challenge, and he gives us a little bit more depth at our shooting guard position. Jumper, and then that's it. This is a guy with a high mid-range of 85. So what position do we need this jumper player to have? We got our point guards. We got our shooting guards. We need a backup small 4 with a high jumper. Ooh, and a backup 4. Wait, what did I do wrong here? Oh, because I still need my bias player. Okay, so my bias player can be a power forward or a center. I mean, a power forward or a small forward. Okay. Let's go high mid-range jump shooters, and then we're done, man. We don't have that many assets either, so this is like perfect. We have like Alex Caruso, Shake Melton, KZ Okpala. We have a few players, but nothing crazy as far as asset go. So we got to get some quality bench players. Mid-range jump shot had to be an 85. Who's a good mid-range shooter? Oh, Eric Paschall. Yes, sir. He fits this perfectly. We needed a power forward. He can be that backup 4. Okay, Shake has to be the building block here. I have 3 second-round picks. Will that be enough? They want Vincent Portier, which is cool because I didn't need Vincent Portier. So, sure, you got a deal. And now our last person is a bias pick, one of my favorite players, and it needs to be a backup small forward. And then that's it. So who is my favorite backup small forward in the league here? That's what we're looking for. I mean, we talk about a cheap player, but that can also hoop. I have a guy in mind, but I don't know if I have the assets to get my boy Mikal. I'm going to add him to the list, but I doubt I'll have the assets to get him. The real question is, the only real asset I really have is like Mo Wagner and Alex Caruso. So that's like all we have. I mean, I can do the thing of going to free agency again. And maybe I will get an extra first round pick, hopefully, if I don't screw it up again. So we'll take Robin Lopez, and maybe even if I just get a second round pick, that might be enough for me to potentially get a trade for one of my guys. I got a few on my list, and you may have seen it. You may have got a little sneak peek of the people on my list. D Rose and Mikal Bridges. You know, we talk about favorite players. Those are 2 up there. So Robin Lopez, can we get a first? There's a good second. There's a first. And we get John Conchar. That's a deal. Okay, so OKC has Mikal Bridges, right? I'm going to go into free agency one more time. Where is free agency? I'm going to go to free agency one more time. I'm going to get Bruno Caboclo. Oh, I have too many players. Okay, so I'm just going to go to OKC and see if they would accept the trade. $4 million. We will give you Alex Caruso. Oh, my God. Alex Caruso has more value than him. And we'll give you this first. Oh my God, that was the easiest try. I thought we were gonna do way more, have to do way more than that. So we are looking at DeJounte Murray, James Harden, Mikal Bridges, who can start, sure, John Collins, Joel Embiid, and off the bench we have Duncan Robinson. No, Mo Wagner cannot get minutes because he was not a part of the original 10. Actually, I probably will trade him so 2K doesn't accidentally give him minutes. Somebody give me a second round. Oh, they want to take Lonzo minutes away? Come on, man. Somebody give me an extra second round pick or something for Mo Wagner to get him off my team, man. All right, Philly will give me a whole first round pick, sure. Okay, so now that'll make the rotation a little bit better. Make it a 10-man with Terry Stotts. Boom. And now Lonzo gets minutes as well. Okay, I'm going to go through this one more time to make sure we got everything we need. For our sniper, we have Duncan Robinson. For our crasher, we have Joel Embiid. For our scorer, we have James Harden. For our clamper, we have DeJounte Murray. For our swatter, we have JaVale McGee. For our disher, we have Lonzo Ball. For the jammer, we have John Collins. I'm like, ooh, did we forget that? For the jam, we have John Collins. For the dasher, we have Gary Trent. For the jumper, we have Eric Paschall. And then for my favorite Kenny Bias is my guy, Mikal Bridges. The team is built, and we are built for success. Let's get into this first game of the season, man. This is a good challenge. Be sure to try it on your own and let me know how your team turned out. I don't want to do any trades. We lost the first game of the season to Spencer Dinwiddie, Jason Tatum, but that's cool. Second game, we come back with a big victory where James Harden puts up 46 and 11. I'm feeling good about this year. Are we ready for this championship run with James Harden as the MVP of the league? Let's do it, James. Let's get this championship, man. 32 points per game, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. 54% from the field, about 44% from 3, 88% from the free throw line. LaMelo Ball, Mason Plumlee wins 6 Man of the Year. Giannis, Marquise Chris, and then Coach here goes to Terry Stotts. We won 70 games, y'all. Our defense may not be amazing, but we get the job done. And look at Kenny Moss doing his thing. So James Harden, where's my boy Joel? He did not make an All-NBA team. With James Harden winning MVP, I kind of didn't expect Joel numbers to be that great. He averaged 23 and 10, or 23 and 11 if you want to round up for him. 2 blocks, You know, John Collins averaged 13 on 50% shooting. So my guys came to do what they came to do. You know, what will make this better, all of these numbers will be so much better once we get that championship. First round, we're going to get to Utah Jazz, who have Drew Holiday, LeBron, Steven Adams, and Blake Griffin all on the same team. Why? Why is this Utah team nice with it? And how are y'all only the AC? Well, the rest of the team got to be buns. Jay Crowder, DeAnthony Melton. Yeah, the rest of the team is kind of buns. But it's LeBron in the first round, which is never a good thing. Yep. LeBron in the first round is never a good thing. It's just not. And I can't shorten my rotation because the challenge is a 10-man rotation if you didn't know. So here we go. LeBron is up 2-0 on us. There we go. Good fight, man. Up by 10. A win by 10. 2-2. All right, fight back, boys. Sheesh, that was a game that whew, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. Okay, 3-2 us. 3-2 them. Come on, LeBron. LeBron always got to be the one, the chosen one, to ruin my challenges. Okay, it looked like we're forcing the game 7, y'all. Forcing game 7. Are y'all ready? I need that energy, man. I need that energy. James, I know you don't have the best track record when it comes to game 7s. Let that change right here, right now. Okay, we got it. We're up by 10. Up by 10 still in the fourth. That's a W. We get into the next round, baby. Move on to the second round. Sorry, LeBron. And James Harden did not have a good game at all. Luckily, the defense came through because offensively we struggled. LeBron struggled too, but James Harden shot 6 for 24. We need better than that. We need better than that. Next round, we're going against the Dallas Mavericks, who have Giannis, D'Angelo Russell, Miles Turner, Kelly Oubre starting at the shooting guard position, huh? That's different. That's definitely different. 2K turned Kelly Oubre to a shooting guard? Really? I mean, I guess it don't matter because a wing is a wing, but like, I didn't know that. Last year he was a small forward, power forward. Now he's a shooting guard, small forward. Okay. All right. We lose game 1. Apparently this team is just prone to losing game 1s. Okay, we come back in game 2. Thank you, James Harden. Give us production like that all the time. Maybe not all the time, but we're up 2-1, 2-2. We're up 3-2. We get on to go against the 7th seed LA Lakers. Who's on this magnificent team on this run? Steph Curry, Tobias Harris, who's having a really good season, and Hassan, who's a player I was this close to trading for. We can clamp Steph Curry. We got DeJounte Murray, man. Oh my God, we can't clamp Steph Curry, but we outshot him. We had 3 players put over 20. Game 2, we lose. What happened to the dominant teams I usually build? 2-2, 3-2 them. The dominant teams that I usually build are non-existent when you put me in a pigeonhole like a specialist thing. But we lost. Yep. That's the end of this series. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Y'all gotta do something though. Y'all gotta stop them. It's not over. It's 11 points with 2 minutes left. Yeah, it's over. Steph Curry. Wow. You're a bad man. You're a bad man, Steph. What did he put up in this game? 38, 7, and 13. Tobias with a quick 30. James Harden played well. We needed more production from like John Collins, I guess. That's a tragic way to end it. The 7th seed made it all the way to the finals. Y'all better win. They lost to Dame. Who's else on this team? Dame, Julius Randle, Cam Reddish, Drummond, Fournier. We lost. The challenge is an L. You know how the saying goes, you can't win them all. I did enjoy doing this challenge though, so shout out to the Switch Doctor again. If you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like, and I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.